Welcome. Today is Tuesday, May 20th. It's 12:05 p.m. Central Time, and I have breaking news.
Oh,
Would you like to know the breaking news, Mr. Gioco?
I suppose. I suppose.
This is what they call a cold open, by the way, in the biz. Since I'm a big hot shot media guy, I figured I'd let you know that.
Okay.
This is a
All right.
cold open.
We're all learning something today.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. Something like this deserves to be shared.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Now, I want to say that when I share my screen, it's going to be shocking. There
Oh,
will be a little bit of inception going on. Okay.
okay. All right.
All right. I'm going to share my screen now.
Are you sharing your screen now?
Now, were you ready for that?
We have
Oh, yeah.
OTT, baby.
Now it's not done yet, okay? Because here's what I think. I was thinking about this, and I was like, well, depending on the height of your browser, you might not see Tommy. And while selfishly, that's okay with me, it's not fair. And so we got to randomize these. We're going to do it to where on every load, it just randomizes the order of the host here.
This looks like
Um,
ass, by the way, with the latency on the video.
right? Isn't it kind of funny? Because I'm sharing the video that's sharing and whatever. Yeah. It's a lot. Look at this. Look at this. Inga Hampton, our little guest here. What's that you say, people? You wish you knew their names and who they were and that you had a link to their Twitter? Boom. Links
Can
out
I
to Twitter.
can I ask you a question?
You may, and I will answer you.
Who was the designer behind this?
I'm glad you asked that question because I would like to tell you a story. I would like to tell you a story about this. I'm going to stop sharing. If you would be so curious, you may visit releasenoteslive.com. Okay. I'm glad you asked that question. The answer was Peternell, Mr. Peternell. Now, I had a conversation with Mr. Peternell yesterday. And I said, hey, remember, we got to get this site live on Friday. And Mr. Peternell sent me a design later in the day yesterday. And he goes, what do you think about this? And I gave him like 2 comments. And I was like, cool. I woke up this morning and I got a message from him. He's like, hey, can I get the Beehive API keys? I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, I built the site. I was like, okay.
What?
I got on a call with Petter at 9 a.m. this morning. And not only had Petter built the site, he built a fucking admin portion of the site. He built a whole backend for us to like manage sponsors, guests. It's super clean. I will show it to you if you're curious. All this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. Like, this is too much. Now, did Petter do the important stuff? Like, did he properly hook up the newsletter, subscribe to Beehive and get like the nice little hell yeah, you're subscribed thing? No, he did not. I did that. Okay. Was that the most important part? Some might say. Some might say. But yeah, that is thanks to the one and only Peternell.
I got a message from him at 5 a.m. this morning. Hey Tommy, do you have could you change the permissions on the Beehive? And I'm like, what is okay, I got you, Petter. What the fuck are you up to?
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
touche.
Peternell, and then there are the rest of us mortals. That's
At
basically
least
the way it
one of you
works.
does some actual work. It's nice.
I will have you know, actually,
What did you contribute?
I'm coding on 3 different projects right now. 3, all at the same time. I'm doing an experiment. I call it ADD, but I'm doing an experiment to see if I can make really meaningful progress on one project with Codeex while
Ooh.
parallel pathing a lot of stuff on another in Cursor, and then continuing to adjust the release notes site.
So
But,
Codex has had a little bit of the dust settle, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, Codex is here," and there's like 3 different ways to access Codex. But then people were starting to use it, and I have not. I want to ask you, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about Codex?
So far, we're feeling good. Yeah, so far
Is
we're
it is
feeling
it
good.
is it going to replace windsurf?
It's not going to replace 0 to 1. It's going to be very effective for, hey, like I can see a future where within just a few months, a user submits a bug, and
Mhm.
the Codex agent looks at that bug, verifies that it is or is not happening, writes a quick unit test, does some fixes, things like that, and then
Right.
basically pushes a PR. I can see that happening within a couple months. You could probably already set up your own little workflow for that today. Um, I have some instances to where there's like some refactoring that needs to happen, some unit tests that need to be created, things like that. Codex is perfect for that. Not to mention the fact that I can do it from my phone while on the toilet. That's pretty magical.
That is kind of nice. I heard someone, and I can't remember who they were, say, I gave Codex the test. I said, hey, go look at the whole code base and fix a consequential bug. And I guess it
Hmm.
like took an hour or took some time, and then it removed a really inconsequential piece of code, and that was it. Womp womp. I don't know.
I think these models are only as good as you instruct them to be.
That's fair.
I
That's a pretty
I
shitty
think that's
prompt.
it.
I agree. I agree.
We did have Mr. Peternol right here. Side is up. There he is.
Hey, Petter. Petter, that's impressive, man. I think Soleo called that clock speed.
That
Petter
is clock speed.
Petter operates at a clock speed. That's pretty impressive, man.
This is true.
Gray
He
is the new
is
black.
incredibly slow about buying flights, but in terms of shipping things, he's pretty good.
Petter's flying out to Chicago?
Petter's flying out to Chicago. Yeah, July the 5th. Our little
Cool.
boy will be here stateside.
I'm coming.
Anyways, that was my news. Welcome to Release Notes. This is Hunter Hammonds. Because you can't see him above the fold and you have to scroll, that's Tommy Gioco.
Wait, you did put me below the fold.
Accidentally.
Petter. I want
We're
that to
gonna
rotate every month. I get the even months.
No, it's gonna rotate every load. Every load.
Oh, does it actually?
It will. I'm gonna push it after this episode.
Okay. All right. Well, still not as impressive as Rio Lu, who, by the way, continues to push new shit to Rio OS. And I truly believe, as much attention as we give it on X and we give it on this show, I still think it's one of the most slept on special projects on the internet. And I told him last night that is going to make me more sad the day he completes Rio OS than when the Outdoor Boys retired from YouTube. It's going to make me very sad because I love that project. And he said, hold on. And he showed his little chat window of him talking to himself. And the bot recognized, like, wait a second, are you me? Are you the real version? And he said, I'm not stopping till we are one. He's cloning himself,
I
ladies
can
and gentlemen.
tell.
He is
I can
cloning
tell.
himself. So just stand by. We think Cursor's building this cute thing. No, the designer from Notion went over to Cursor to clone himself. You heard it here first.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on. I gotta say, I was so inspired by RyOS that let's just say that we're cooking up a little something something for the new Today in Design site. A little something something inspired by RyOS.
I got feedback from a reader of the newsletter.
Of which
Found
newsletter?
of good old Today in Design. And
Oh,
they sent
okay.
it to me, which is kind of a compliment because, I guess we look alike. You're a handsome
do.
guy. I take that.
Thank you.
I take that.
Yeah.
Some just feedback, things that are, maybe not working in the browser a little bit. I'll send it over your way.
No, that's okay. You know what I do to feedback like that?
What do you do?
I delete
It
it.
came from a place of love, Hunter.
There's no such thing. This is
It
the
came.
world is fire and brimstone, baby. Fire and brimstone. Place of love, my ass.
You know what I did? I got this little secret Discord channel.
Called Tommy's
It's
secret sauce.
secret, called Tommy's server. And
Uh-huh.
I let everyone in this little Discord server have a sneak peek at the UX Tools website. T-minus 72 hours coming out. Looks hot. I keep seeing the linear progress go from 98% to 94% to 92% to 98%. And it's driving me insane, but we're close.
Here's what
And
I
I
want to
got a
know.
whole
Why,
bunch of
why is it
feedback.
taking so long?
Because you're at that last final stretch, man. The last final
Okay.
stretch. And the truth is, I mismanaged the entire thing. And then I brought in a whole bunch of resources when it was well past time. and you get what you get. What's the law? You add more people, it takes longer when you're deep in it,
Yep.
you
Yeah,
know?
something
And
about
that's
cooks in the kitchen. Yep. Yep.
cooks in the kitchen, you know? So we got some
Yeah.
stuff. We don't really have a lot of cooks in the kitchen, you know?
Mm.
I'm the
No cooks in the kitchen.
I mean, depends on how you look at the metaphor. But I will say this.
Mm.
Exciting week, exciting
Mm.
things. Garage being
Mm.
turned into a little studio,
Oh,
you know?
wow. That's fancy.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything exciting this week. So,
Oh, I think you did.
no, I didn't. Chat, we are getting exposed.
Why?
Who's getting exposed? Oh, the secret Discord group is getting exposed. The secret
Oh,
Discord group
no
that
one knows where it's at. You can hear about it. You're not getting in though, guys. Listen, I'm gonna run a cipher,
Let
and
me
then
just
you
tell you where
can.
it is.
You can't. You don't know where it is. Don't put it in there. Don't
I don't know where
ruin.
it is.
Yeah, actually, I don't think you actually do know where it is. But
Uh,
this is an image. This is an image by Plexi, little Perplexify Me. They just dropped the tool yesterday. So while you're doing all that meaningless software building, I'm doing the real shit. I'm over here uploading probably the best photo I have of me. And look at how well this thing captures the details. Look at this cat. This cat I call Stupid Cat. And he's doing his thing, man. Perplexity.
I got something else.
What do you got? What do you got, man?
I AI generated something. Do you want to see it?
Oh no.
Here's what I AI generated.
Oh no.
What's
Get that
that?
off of the screen.
Huh.
You can't get in. You can't get in.
I can. I'm just not going to. I don't want to be
Gatekeeper.
in there. I don't want to be in there.
We don't
I don't
want you
wanna be
in
in
there.
there.
It's not
I
for
don't
you.
want to be in there.
It's not for people like you. All right. You go hang out in your millionaires club. Let us riffraff go hang out in the old Discord servers. All right. Us neckbeards.
Dude, I did apply to join a club. This is a true story.
Sam
I
Parr's
applied to
club,
join a club.
didn't you? You did Hampton.
No, I was actually a day one Hampton. I left a couple years ago. It just wasn't for me.
No.
I think what they're building at Hampton is actually really, really cool. And
Right.
I'd recommend that for a lot of people that have a business that's in the early seven figures and growing and need that support. I think Hampton's great actually. So I will shout that out.
Okay.
My beef was like they hadn't yet done the in-person stuff. And so you would hop on like a 2 to 3 hour Zoom call once a month. And then they'd want you to do like breathing exercises and then share your feelings and all these things. And I'm like,
no,
clearly we haven't met. This is
Right.
not this is not how Hunter Hammonds works. Okay. But yeah. Let's go through here real quick. Show the screenshot of Hunter's bio in Today in Design site. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I think he wanted to see your avatar, whatever that was on the Today in Design. I think he's Are you referring to the design he just showed? I think he means
People
the
are
OTT.
getting confused.
We have too many brands. Too many.
Kono says, OMG, actually expose. LMFAO, what a troll. Yeah, you guys think I don't know where you are? You think I don't know? I don't have tabs on you? Come on. Kyle, you think I don't see the things you say in Discord? I'm lurking.
Go polish your money.
I don't have that much money, guys. I just want to dispel that notion right now. Below seven figures, you should join Tribe. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I think Hampton's cool. Anyways, what are we talking about?
I don't know, but I will say that there's a lot of things going on today. You know who we have on the show today, by the way?
We have Inga Hampton on the show today.
Little Inga Hampton. I'll give her a proper intro in a little bit here. I'll do it right now. So I'll tell you what, Inga.
No, she won't be here for 10 minutes. You can't give her an intro until she's about to be here.
I mean, there's some stuff to talk about because
people are going to forget. Because look, Devin Fountain said something nice.
That he got good sleep tonight or last night. He told me.
I hope so. I saw him reply to a tweet where he said, "I made $210,000 last year." I saw that, and all I thought to myself silently was, "Good for you, buddy. Good for you."
How do you feel about designers talking about money lately? So Dan Maul's been kicking, like he's gone full bore into what I think is the healthiest way to communicate about money. I think there was UI UX Adrian recently posted something about money. And it kind of, I know a few folks said they rubbed them the wrong way. And I
What
say to
did what
that,
did Adrian say about money? Can you pull it up? I want to see.
yeah, let's go and look at this real quick.
Sure, sure.
Woohoo.
I know a thing or two about this subject,
I think
so I'm happy to
you've been
I'm
there
happy to talk about
before.
it.
You know, let's see. Huh. Yeah, so here we are.
Ooh.
Says, 20K a month didn't change my life that much. Started the budget, started to do things, but 50K is doing a little bit more work here. I'm already post 50K profit. Really about time. So he says basically a little bit of a humble brag, rubbing people the wrong way. And he's also kind of responding to Jordan, who says 20K a month is where your life changes the most. And I think what he's saying, I'll give a quick take and then you go. I think what he's saying is incomplete information. I understand why someone might that rub him the wrong way. I also think what he's saying is true. I think what happens when you break your first ceiling, and it's, a 20K ceiling, we'll call it, you realize you're just getting started. And you realize, oh, there's a lot that like I finally have a little bit of money to do my first baby step towards a scale thing, and you realize, oh, this ain't shit for scaling. That's my take. What's your take?
All right. I got some thoughts. I don't know Adrian very well. From what I know of him, I like his hustle, but I do know that he's in Poland, and I do know that his team's in Poland. And I distinctly remember a couple of months ago, not that many months ago, maybe 3. I saw him reply to a tweet. It came across my feed, and he was talking about his expenses and how his payroll expenses were about. I think at the time it was about 22,600 roughly.
Okay.
Because his team's in Poland, and obviously arbitrage, different standards of living, things like that. My only call out here is it would feel weird if he was raking in double his entire net payroll cost. That feels a little weird to me personally.
Why is that?
Well, I would think that if you're a Polish guy and you're building a business with Polish talent and you're charging in American dollars, you would have a certain responsibility to kind of bring your team up with you, right? And to go the extra mile. I'm not saying he's not. I just want to be clear. I don't know. We don't know his finances. We don't know what's happening. But I know that I saw that tweet. And so seeing these two things, there is a disconnect for me. So I would hope that if this is true, he's really going above and beyond for his Polish team members. I think that'd be pretty sweet to say. That's something I've always tried to do for my team members is just make sure that, again, long-term games, long-term people, that people are being compensated really well. And I'm not just over here like shoveling money in my pockets.
Right.
Because I think if you take really good care of the right people that are helping you get from A to B, it just pays dividends, man. The ROI there is incredibly high. So hopefully that's the case. I don't know. What I can tell you is that, yeah, the general sentiment of his tweet is true.
Yeah. Or you could just always fire people and then you don't have to worry about taking care of them, right?
I'm a big fan of that too. Just go ahead and throw that out.
Which is the opposite. I was trying to word a tweet yesterday and I was thinking about it.
Can we edit this or is it live? Can we?
And I was thinking, I was like, man, I think I'm post AI employees. I think I'm already on the other side and I'm ready to catch the pendulum when it swings back to where like hiring people is cool again. I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm like 2 steps ahead of you guys. Like, yeah, AI's cool, clear the workforce. I'm like, that's cool. Let's talk like labor mechanics. You guys go have fun with that. I'm past it. Like I've been through it. I've already seen where it's going. So I'll meet you guys there and I'm going to have a squad. You know what I mean?
My concern with the squad thing, I got thoughts about that too. It depends on the business, right? If you're building something that's like hyper scaling right now, building a squad is great, right? But my general concern with a lot of our industry is that AI is getting better and better each and every day. And there are real downstream implications to the things that you can charge
Yeah.
for that. Especially, if you think most of the kind of design subscriptioners and like I don't know, let's just call like the hustle culture segment of the design dev industry, right? Most of them are all saying the same fucking thing. Partner for, founders, startups, this, that, whatever. They're not chasing the boring money. And
On Twitter.
to be clear,
On Twitter.
on Twitter, right?
Those of you guys on Twitter shitting on
The hustle
LinkedIn
bubble.
are missing the LinkedIn.
The hustle bubble. 20% of the budgets are in what's cool, right? 20% of the budgets are in the cool things. 80% of the budgets are in the boring things, the enterprise work, the big accounts that aren't spicy. You might be the best. I'll tell you this, Petter, no, we'll talk about Petter again real quick. Amazing designer. I'll take Petter over anybody. Do you know how much work we've done over the years that we would just never show the light of day? We would just never include it on the website as a case study. And if I was to take that work that we find boring as shit, and it's like, oh man, our skills are going to waste here, 10-1 in terms of how much it pays. 10-1. So you got to make those decisions. Am I happy with a lot of money? Or am I happy doing like high status work, right?
What is the most important thing to you? You think about starting a business. Are you play long games kind of guy? Are you like 5-10 years? I'd like to cash out kind of guy. Are you just like, you love the boring thing? You're like, where's the boring money at? Like, where's the
No. I these days I optimize for free cash flow.
Okay.
Minimal headaches, and being able to do things with people I enjoy working with. And what I've found is that if you enjoy working with people you're working with and you're making good money, you don't really care what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're all a bunch of privileged, spoiled little brats. I go into a beautiful little office. I sit at this desk for 4 hours a week. I talk into a camera and I make money from that. Like, life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, does it matter if the rest of the time I don't know, like selling stuff to sexy startups that I'm like, oh, this is so cool, Twitter's going to love this? Or does it matter more that I'm like selling 10 times bigger deals to boring companies? You know what I'm saying? Either way, I'm going to have fun. See what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's my view on it. I don't know. Maybe that's not as David Goggins as it needs to be for our little design snowflakes, but that's what it is.
David Goggins, fun fact, my son, I told this a story already. Big fan, is going to get to have lunch with Goggins at the end of the month, apparently. Yeah, that's the thing that is in the works. So he's stoked. I feel cool to be able to make that happen. But I want to talk about something real quick while we got a minute left, all right? Because we have seen this. We have seen this. Most of you, if you're familiar with Inga Hampton, designer at Raycast, fantastic company, you have seen this. This is what she really popped off for. But I want to let you know that I found Inga when she was working on, I believe this is called Echo Game. And I was like, dude, this is talent. Like, she's so good. Her illustrations are just, look at this, man. It's beautiful.
She's
Love
good.
this stuff.
She's a beast.
True illustrator, right? And then, pops off with this stuff. Now, gets invited to Config. This past Config, I met her there briefly at the Detach party we hosted. She gave a great talk. And then we hung out for a second. But the whole point here is that she is a wonderful human being, guys. And I was so stoked when I asked her, I said, hey, would you come on and like just kick it? I didn't want to ask her to do too much work because that work doesn't look easy. And she's like, no, I'll come on and we'll do a Figma thing. We'll have fun. And I was like, dude, that is cool. That is super cool. And she's all about it. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with that today. And I'm really excited. I am curious how many layers go into the things she creates.
We're about to find out.
We are about to find out because
should we bring Inga on?
I suppose could let her
I don't
just
know
sweat
that
it out a
you
little
know,
bit.
I don't know that chat deserves Inga, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
it's
going to
only
say this now. As Inga joins,
cheers.
if anybody dares insult her absence of layer names, I will ban you for life. That's what's going to happen.
He would if he knew how to operate Restream, which he has proven he does not.
But
So
I do know how to operate YouTube and Twitter. I know how
Huh?
to use those things. Hey, Inga, how are you?
Inga,
Hi.
what
I
is
love that you both have like this lovely setup. I'm like sitting on a sofa and like the wall.
Yeah, but your hair is like 10 times better than ours combined. So
Yeah,
we're
that's
good.
fair.
You just kick it off and it's all good.
Oh my god, Tommy, it was so funny. Like I noticed about a week ago that you had messaged me on my Instagram back in 2018 about that, and I was like, "What?"
Wait,
Like,
was it 2018?
yeah, I was a student. Like that was a
That's
student. Well,
awesome.
that's a project I did as a student. It was a student project, but it was mad.
You
Long
know
time.
why
Dude,
those were so cool
that's
to me?
crazy.
Because I've always wanted to like illustrate and get into gaming. I'm an awful illustrator, by the way. So if you put me up to it today, woo, don't
doing it.
judge.
We're
But
doing it.
that your art style was always so cool to me. Um, you decided to take that over to Figma. What have you been using before that?
I was using Illustrator before. Like it's so funny. Whenever I first started, I was like, I'm going into games. Games is the only opportunity I'm gonna have to be an illustrator. And then I went straight into designing banking apps, like straight after that, like because
Yeah.
that there like crashed and burned. And then like used to illustrate in Sketch for a bit, and then
Ah.
and then from Sketch into Figma. So just
Tell the
figured
truth.
it
Do you
out.
miss Sketch?
It wasn't terrible. Like I thought it was decent. Like it's the same. Well,
I miss it.
yeah. Like I think it. To us, as long as you can like have the wee things and twist them, it's all the same. And there's
Yeah.
some blend modes. Like
Yeah.
it's all the
Sketch
same
is
stuff.
nostalgic to me because
Dude,
it broke me
yeah.
free of Photoshop, and that was a
I'm
really big
so
deal.
old that I've never made $1 designing in Figma. Sketch was my last frontier,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I never
I'm
used
an old
Photoshop
man.
to design like ever.
Don't do it. It made me want
Don't.
to. It made me not want to get into design. Sketch made me decide like, okay, it's okay that I'm not the best coder. I'm going to start
Yeah.
designing now. I hated it before then.
Yeah.
Don't even get us started
Totally.
on Dreamweaver.
So was it the Raycast Red image that you did a time lapse of?
Yeah.
That
So
you saw like an uptick in folks.
I didn't use like Twitter or any socials. I'm like, I'm gonna be this
You have
person.
1,000 followers or something to that degree on Instagram.
Yeah,
Still,
like,
still
but like,
today.
yeah, I don't know what's happened to be honest. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm like this like person that likes to garden and all that there, and I've like snuck my way into like this like industry. But yeah, no, I've been illustrating like that for years, and I was just like, I'm just gonna do illustration. I don't really care if people notice, blah blah blah. Just want to work for a decent company. And then I showed the guys who were actually in Sicily on our offsite, and I was just like showing them the time lapse, and they're like, "You need to share this. Like, you need to like put this out there." And I was like, "Okay." And then literally we were on the bus to like this place, and I posted it, and it just blew up. Like, I think it was because like Pedro like shared it as well, and he has loads of people, and then like Raycast, and it was just like all the right people and the right moment. So yeah, and then ever since, like people have been going crazy for it.
So Raycast, how long have you been with Raycast so far?
Almost 2 years.
You said something
Whoa.
really interesting to me. And Raycast, big fans on this show of Raycast, by the way.
Mhm.
We both use it, are huge fans. I put them up there in the echelons of how I view like Perplexity and some of these other folks.
Yep.
So that's cool by itself. But you said, hey, I don't really use AI much. Not really like very technical. And you didn't say it with any like I'm against it or anything like you're just like, I just
No.
don't, I'm gardening.
Yeah.
I'm making
I
1,000
asked it to
layers.
do my like no, I don't know, like if AI gets more power and takes over the world, it's gonna kill me first because of all the stupid questions I ask. It's like, bitch, we're done. Like, stop. Yeah, no, I barely use it. But like Raycast, like, because it's more than AI. Like, before I joined, I had never even heard of it. And which was a miracle why they hired me. I don't know. But I had never heard of it, and I was like, okay, this is like a nerdy product. This is something that people way above my intelligence level are going to be using. But then it sneaks up on you. Like, I was using someone else's computer without it, and I was just like, literal guttural reaction to like not having it and having to use Spotlight. I just didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a class company. Like, they hire really authentic people, and it's just like, I am completely biased, but it is an amazing company.
Yeah, well, I get the impression, and let me ask you this: you start to craft the red windows when Raycast does their Windows launch, right? And
Mhm.
that had to this has to take like some discovery and exploration time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it seems like they give you the room to just like, hey, go let loose
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
yeah, 100%. They're like, go
oh,
for
that's
it.
so cool.
Like, to be honest, so I've been doing like a load of glows and stuff in Raycast for a while. Whenever like for the first year, and then that progressed to like more glassy effects and stuff.
Mhm.
And then I actually created the first window, and it was like the wrong one. It was like the old Windows logo. And then I was like, shit, okay. So I had to redraw. I literally was in my bed like, fuck, okay, how do I make this as like detailed as possible? Because the last one was shite. And then it just ended up being this like, I don't know. It just I was proud of myself as well. I was like, okay, Inga, you're doing all right. And then yeah, and then it's just progressed from there. Like, once you learn like a certain style, it kind of like embeds in your brain, and then you can kind of like do it a lot easier each time. So
Have you been so obviously you've been way busy. I know that you were over there at Config in San Francisco, and that's where we
yeah.
got to hang out. And then you immediately bounced over to Config London. Did you get
Yeah.
to speak? Did you talk out there
No,
as
no,
well?
no, no.
No,
I was there just with the team having a good
just
time.
hanging out with
We
Raycast
had
team, Rid and Fonz. They were
Yeah,
co-hosted the event there.
yeah, we had a wee chat, and then we had our after party Raycast with Jitter, and that was
Yep.
very fun. Brewdog offered me a job as a waitress. I was forcing baby Guinness shots upon many people, so it was a good night.
That sounds fantastic. And
Mhm.
so I'm going to ask you this question. We saw all the features, and we've kind of talked to the Figma thing to death over the last couple of weeks. We had some great folks, but I want to hear from you, someone who you stretched this program out before all of these updates. Have you had a chance to like dig in and start playing with some of the new stuff in like a meaningful way yet?
To be honest, for me, progressive blur is like the main thing that I'm interested in. Like, I haven't
Mhm.
really looked too much into any other things in like Figma Draw or any of the other bits like at all, because I'm very for I'm just gonna stick into my wee lane until I'm pushed otherwise. um but no, progressive blur is unreal. I don't, to be honest, I still use design mode. I don't really go into the draw mode. I just, like, if I'm doing product stuff or anything like that, I just don't want to like shift. But I get why people want to do it. But like, progressive blur is gonna make me able to like just push it 10 times more. Like, I want to start doing portraits. I want to start doing like far more detailed things, to the point that, I don't know. I just think it's gonna be really good.
So did you submit a talk or did they come and knock on your door? Devin wants to know in chat.
Okay. Wee Raji gave me a wee message. He was like, "Do you want to talk?" And I was like, "No." And then he's like, "You should." And I was like, "Okay." That was my first ever talk, by the way. Like, I can barely even talk to myself, never mind in front of God knows how many people. So, um, absolutely shat myself. I had a glass of wine first thing that morning,
Yes.
and yeah, it was good.
I love it. Did you do the trick of like finding a couple people within the first few
Oh,
rows?
I'm
And
blind. Like, I can't see. Like, I was
oh,
blinded by the
really?
light.
So
I
you're
was
just
just
like,
like,
you all aren't even here.
oh, I was literally about to like throw up before I went on the stage. And the wee stage manager woman, she was such a pet. She had essential oils in her handbag and she hit like lavender. She was like dousing me with lavender, and it was great. And that was me. Good to go. It
All
was
right,
very-
I love it.
Have
Mhm.
you used, so I know you said AI, not technical, haven't done
Mhm.
anything. Have you even just like put one single prompt into Bolt before?
No.
Not one time. Hunter, I feel like we gotta facilitate a singular prompt into Bolt later. After we
Maybe we
potentially,
will.
hey, listen, chat doesn't know this, but I asked a question, and one, Inga, you're like, yeah, we can do some Figma stuff. We can have some fun here, and I don't know what that's going to turn into. We'll open up Figma and we'll mess around. This is not a build wars. This is not anything crazy, but what I noticed was with Figma, we're going to open Figma up, and I put a poll out to my audience on Instagram, and I said, hey, a donut, a floppy disk, the floppiest of disks, or I don't remember what the other one was. Doesn't matter. It was a roll of toilet paper. Those were our options of objects today, and we got a lot of votes. I think the floppy disk won, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't care. We're gonna do a donut because a donut sounds fun anyway, and I haven't eaten today, and a donut sounds delicious. But Hunter did make a point. He's pretty particular about his donuts.
I love donuts. Like it's a thing. Like I really, Inga, like I need you to believe me, okay? I didn't get this body by eating chicken breasts at all times, okay? I love to throw in the occasional donut. And if it's got jelly in it, whew, even better. So here's my request.
Oh.
You're a jelly-filled guy.
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm an every kind of donut guy. As long as hold on. As long as it's a good donut. If it's like Dunkin' Donuts, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if it's
Okay.
a good donut, all right, we're in business. So here's my request. Can we have a jelly filled donut today?
That's so much harder though. Like
But
You're
you're
asking.
the Inga Hampton. I mean, you were the Figma Wiz-kid, Inga Hampton. You know?
yeah, but we have to figure out sugar, like because they're usually covered in sugar and stuff.
It doesn't have to be. It can
This
Yeah,
is
but that's a
interesting,
dry
though.
donut.
Nah,
Like-
it'll be. We'll do like.
I'll figure it
I don't
out.
know.
We'll figure it out. Like
She
but-
wants
I got
a-
an
she
idea.
wants
I got
just,
an
like,
idea.
she wants the old school like cake donut.
Oh, you want an old school cake donut? Like an old fashioned?
No, she didn't say that. I'm saying it. But
like the one with the icing is like the iconic donut, but like
Yeah.
it's
Let's do that.
not your favorite donut though.
so
I
you
don't
already
really have a favorite. You know,
Inga, you already
I'm
started
gonna
doing
find a
something.
reference.
And this is the part that's interesting to me is immediately your brain started going like, but wait, there's like sugar on it. That's
Mhm.
going to be harder, I imagine, because you're like, okay, the jelly's got to kind of come out, and that's probably got to be like translucent a little bit and have like what do you immediately start thinking of when we're like a donut? And where does your brain go?
layers. Like it has to be like to be honest, jam, all that there, or jelly or whatever you call it, that's easy, that's fine. But it's like the little micro textures. It's like whenever I did the Figma draw ad with the Figma guys, they did, the donkey that was in it. I was like, yeah, let's do the donkey. And then I realized hair is pretty much impossible to do in Figma right now. Well, for me, because I'd never done it before. So yeah, it's just thinking about like little textures that I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Like,
Do any of these stand out?
Ooh.
These are classics. These are old fashions,
Ooh.
baby.
What's the wrinkly looking donut? What is that?
This one?
Yeah.
So these are old fashions. This is an old fashioned
Yeah.
donut. So this would be.
Those are good too. Those
I've
those
never-
are
Really good.
listen. Those are probably my next to like a bear claw. That's probably my favorite. That
Oh,
chocolate
look at that apricot filled. Yum, dude.
Dude, I'm
Listen,
so-
okay.
I'm so
If anybody
hungry.
comes to Chicago and you don't go to Donut Vault, you're doing yourself a disservice. All right.
No. Pull that back up. I have a question. Pull that up one more time. Just do it because I wanted to ask you this, Inga, because you've
I'm
done this
salivating
enough
now.
now. Pull up
Mhm.
one of those. Let's look at in the middle there. So in the middle on the left side, you see the blue background with the old fashioned. How
Mm.
many layers is that donut?
It's a lot of layers.
yeah.
It's a lot of layers. It's a lot of one layer, if you think about it. Like,
Okay.
I'll
What
just-
about this little sprinkly guy? That's a
We
cake
can
donut.
do a version of that. We can figure
Okay.
that out. I might make it a little bit more illustrative just so it's like a bit easier
Sure.
because I don't know how long we have, but we'll figure it out.
Chat, I'm gonna face off with Inga today.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna face
You
off
are?
with Inga.
You're designing a donut while she designs a donut?
Maybe. I might get in
Chat.
there.
We share
Listen,
the same
listen.
donut.
I'm gonna be Polymarket right now. If you would like money on Inga to win, let me know. Okay. If you would like money on Tommy to win,
Meal ticket. Meal ticket.
Wait, so what do I get if I win?
you get all the money, Inga. You get all the money.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
all right.
yeah. That's true.
I have floors to pay for. We all know this, so
Well, I do have pulled up here. So we have a Figma file. We do have a Figma file that is
Mhm.
shared. Hunter, I think you're invited to it, right?
I am. I'm there.
All right.
Should
So
I should I be the tourer?
You need to be the tourer, and
The tourer.
the one thing I will ask of you, Inga,
yes.
as my handicap in this is I
Uh-huh.
do want like 5 minutes of a Bob Ross lesson on how
Mm.
you think about getting into this, and then I'll take it from there, and then I'm good.
Okay. Right. Can I just get up a picture of a donut on my phone just so I
Oh,
have like
absolutely, yeah.
Of course you
Grab
can.
some inspiration.
donut? Okay.
I just want to say for the record, this is Build Wars. All right.
This is mini Build Wars.
Inga's going home with the belt. I already know it. And chat, I just want you to know we're only gonna follow Inga. Tommy's not gonna be
Ye
interested.
of
We're gonna
little
follow
faith, and that's probably a good idea just to follow Inga. But
Follow
we'll
Inga.
show mine at the end. We'll see what I got cooking.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Like I don't know. I think you could still win in this, like, because I don't do well
Ooh.
under pressure.
Neither does Tommy.
Whoa! Hey, you know what?
That's why he has 5 kids.
4 with a 5th on the way. All right, so we got an oval. So talk me
hell,
through this.
like-
Talk me through the happy little trees situation.
Okay,
we're
I'm
working on.
trying to like add points to this, but for some reason I can't draw anymore. So
I'm gonna grab my own picture of a donut. What kind of donut are we doing? We're doing that.
I'm doing like a pink, like typical Simpson style donut.
Pink sprinkle Simpson situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. You know what? I have Perplexity set up to my browser to be my search engine, and the one drawback is it's kind of it's a multi-step situation to get like good images. Perplexity, let's fix that.
Okay. All right. Once I get the base shape, we'll figure it out, and I can talk all Bob Ross.
Absolutely. And I'm pulling up my own. Oh, see, look, I found a great donut. Is yours gonna have sprinkles?
If we have time for sprinkles, then yeah.
While
it's very similar to
very
my
good.
donut.
While you're doing this, I would just like to remind chat that since the new releasenoteslive.com is up, it does work. You can fill out that subscribe now. I know everybody's asking how do you subscribe to the newsletter. You can go to releasenoteslive.com, subscribe to the newsletter. We'll send it to you, or maybe we won't. And you can also just watch the show live for Release Notes. That's pretty cool.
So Aldrian, I've been getting crap for saying his name incorrectly, and I don't know if that's how I say it either. But
Adrian,
he's asking. It's not Adrian, which I'm telling him his parents are saying it wrong to him, but he says it's not Adrian.
It's Adrian.
And so the question is, trackpad or mouse, Inga? What are you using?
Trackpad. I haven't used a mouse in like ever.
You don't
You
like
illustrate
these?
with the trackpad?
Yeah, like this is why like you hear just the tappies and like I don't even use screens. Like I don't even have a desk. Like
You don't.
like,
She just tapes her monitor on her laptop.
Yeah.
And just vibes.
Done. Like honest to God, like I jump between going outside and then being inside and just on my laptop. I can't do the whole like multiple screen situation and like having different parts because like I need the big trackpad to be attached because that means I can use my shortcuts like really quickly and it's like all in one space. So if you create this into a mask, it'll make your life a lot easier once you cut this out of this.
Yeah, Tommy, don't you know anything? Mask it, dude.
I honestly just kind of finger freak my way through Figma, and I'm like, mask bottom, mask top. Oh, it's mask top. That's the one I want, and that's kind of how I do it, man. Anyway,
Like,
that's my
do
donut.
you hide all your layers, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, do you hide your layers? Your layers are all
Yeah,
exposed.
I'm not looking at that. I don't need no distractions. And then I outline it, so that means it doesn't have that weird like multiple shape thing. So it's like this is a solid shape, if that makes sense.
Here, you continue doing this, and I'm gonna go do something else real quick.
Okay. Okay. All
Here,
right. And then
don't get mad, chat. All right. So how long does it typically, like an exploratory, you did the wrong windows, how long does that usually take you?
but the wrong one was terrible, so like that didn't take that long. But like I'm trying to think, that face that I did recently, I put on my socials, that took 2.5 hours. But it all depends. Like I did a creepy smiley face for Raycast Wrapped, and like that took like 5 hours because that was my first time figuring out like light to a whole different level, especially whenever you're trying to do like a curve in glass. Like
Mhm.
you had to think about that tiny line that's got like multiple lines in it, and yeah, so that took ages. So it all depends.
So you're not stoked about like the new vectoring that Figma has? Like I feel like right now you wouldn't pull out like the vector tool and start doing frosting at some point kind of thing?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, like, would you grab like pen and just start getting
No.
frosting?
I don't. I need the restrictions. I don't do pans. Can't be doing
Oh,
it.
this is like the most fascinating. This is exactly why I wanted to watch you do this because this is wild. Trackpad, no additional monitors. You don't do paths. You're just like,
I don't even know why I'm here. This is the thing. Like I don't even know why people are so interested. I make my life so difficult.
You got
oh
the
my god,
skills.
So
yeah.
Inga, you got a shout out from Latvia here.
Ooh, there
Ooh.
we go.
Little Latvian.
I love this. Whoa! Wait, where did that just come from?
Yo, it's already over, Tommy.
What? Where did that come from?
What
It's already over.
Where did you pull that in from?
is it? How long? I don't. What?
Hold on a second. I'm going to ChatGPT.
You go for it. You go for it.
Going to ChatGPT. You cheater. You're
There's my-
disqualified. What is that?
Oh wait, did you
Oh.
just say ChatGPT is not real design work?
No, I said you're disqualified.
Why am I disqualified? Let's break into it.
Because this is about Figma. This isn't about the end product. This is about the process.
But I am
plus the end
using
product.
Figma now. I brought it into Figma.
No.
I don't know where I stand here.
I don't know where my
I feel like you can
Ooh.
use ChatGPT if you need to.
like. How do you feel about the like the features like remove background?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Shapes.
Done.
What are we? 2000.
Add some
15?
frosting to that, and then you're done. Like,
Oh, I can get frosting on this. Watch this. Hold on. I got you. Let's go.
oh, fuck. Why can I?
How do you feel about AI though? I know you haven't really used it a lot. Like, what do you think
I
about?
think it's great.
So
Like-
not like against it. And you're. I mean, listen. You're an illustrator. You come from like a really illustrative background. There's a lot of folks in that part of it who are like, I don't know, and you're like, no, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, but like, what's my opinion gonna do to stop? And like, I think it's like
So a defeatist then.
like, to be honest, I think it's great. Like, I can barely write, you know what I mean? And it's fantastic. Like, and if you, to be like the stuff that like Fee's doing at Perplexity, it's beautiful. Like, it's some of the most beautiful artwork out there, and it's like AI, but with his like imagination, and it's just I don't know. I just think it's like when people solely rely on it, yeah. But
You
like
like,
at the
you like
same
to
time,
see
you got
like you like to see when they bring in, like, okay, I pull an image out, then I bring it over here and I do some stuff, then I bring it over here and I do some stuff. Like there's a manual piece to it that like you appreciate.
yeah, it's just like there's still a personality to it.
Yeah.
If you're just generating like stuff that's shite, it's the same as someone who's not very good illustrator. Like it's I don't know, I just see it as the same.
Me.
Like yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like people have too many opinions on it. Like if you you do whatever suits you. You know what I mean? Like
Inga says, "Shut the fuck up." You
yeah,
heard it here first. Change the headline.
done. Done.
Nope. Real quick, while they build this chat, I need some inspiration. I want to build a donut game. What kind of
Ooh.
donut game should we build? Will you all
Donut
give me
ring
some ideas?
toss.
Donut ring toss?
No, let chat pick. Let chat pick.
I want chat to pick. You have too much power already.
You're judging me on my donuts, but I think you're gonna learn something today, Hunter.
I am learning things.
It's not from me. Let's look. I do love the remove background feature in Figma though. Like it just makes me so happy. All right. Let's do something unique to this. Let's add some sprinkles maybe.
I would like to call out, by the way, for the Discord people. Devin, I don't appreciate you saying that mods should ban me if I join. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, but whoever said he's already in here, I think you all think I don't know about Krusty Dusty Hunter? You think I ain't been paying attention?
I told you guys, we have some police in there, man. I'm telling you, there are snitches lurking.
The feds are in there.
Yeah. But we know Hunter's not in there because if he was, he would have known. Like I got very little sleep last night. So I don't know if he's actually paying attention, guys. I think we're good.
That was crazy. A drop shadow frosting. That was cool.
Yeah.
Why can't I like blur it? For some reason it's struggling.
So she added the gradient here. So, oh man.
I feel like these are like my hype people. It's like a very, very basic drawing. You're like, yes. I love it. Keep it coming.
I mean, listen, I use rectangles. I use gradients. I do use gradients. So +1 to me. I don't make donuts in Figma. I don't make Windows logos in Figma.
Do you make anything in Figma?
I do. All the time, actually. Yeah, big. Well, a lot of the UX tool stuff that we have. Got a great team. Doing some good work. But I was definitely in there and have been cranking.
I make a lot of comments in Figma.
You make a lot of comments in Figma, and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up, you do nothing all week, and then you yell at me when I'm 5 minutes late because I have to do things. And that's basically.
I mean, that is my calendar. If you would like me to show it to you, that is exactly what's on my calendar.
I'm letting them know because I have seen your calendar, and I'm really mad about it because my calendar doesn't look like your calendar, and I wish it did.
I got a Starlink, by the way. Throwing a Starlink on my boat. I'm going to be working from the boat. Do the show from the boat. No,
Hunter did just buy a boat. Does he sleep though? Do you sleep though? They're asking that because they know that I did not get a lot of sleep last night.
Who asked if who's asking that?
Ivan Uru.
Where's Ivan asking that? I don't see this in chat.
Do you actually not see Ivan's comment?
No.
Restream strikes again.
Restream.
Oh my goodness! So
I will have you know, I netted you can't see. I netted a nice 98% last night.
Wow.
What was 98%?
My sleep score. Thank you very much, Inga. What was your sleep score last night?
I don't know. I lost my Aura ring. I don't know if I really like Aura rings.
I don't like Aura rings. I like Inga's donut here, though. That's pretty cool.
I don't know what you are talking about. Something ring.
All right. What game are we? What game? I don't see anyone's chat. Oh, that's because you're on X. All of the conversation really is happening on the Release Notes YouTube channel. Just to be clear.
Yes.
However, Hunter, there is a way for
Uh-oh.
everyone to see each other. Turn this into
It should be that way by default.
no.
Uh,
Donut with multiple parts and frosting. What's the game you're making? I want to know. And I feel like
have
I feel like we need to. While Inga does this, and here's the
Mhm.
magic, Inga.
hmm
Just give a prompt while you're doing this to Hunter of an app idea, and you will have coded something, vibe coded, while designing a donut.
Okay. Okay. So what I come up with the idea?
Anything.
sure.
Okay. I think the donut should eat the people. Yeah.
That is
Like
genius.
zombies.
That's pretty good.
I know.
Pretty
Like,
good.
like, yeah. Get some revenge.
Is this who's this for? Is this for Inga? How's Flo the donkey?
Oh, my donks. I have my babies.
How many you have donkeys? How many donkeys?
I only have 2 at the minute because I'm not allowed to get any more. Otherwise, I don't know. It's too much.
How many donkeys would you have?
To be honest, if I got like $1 billion, I would buy an island and just have all
Only
That would-
donkeys?
That would be a
Like-
problem.
Like
the
no alpacas?
no, there'd be everything. There'd be like
Oh, okay.
little cows and stuff and chickens and and just be like a happy little family. There'd be no problems at all. Like they wouldn't start like killing each other and stuff. But yeah, no, I would have so many animals. Like we're going to South Africa in August and my partner is like, you're not allowed chickens until after that. Like we have to be responsible adults here. And
Oh my gosh.
it's just I feel like I'm being controlled,
Let me live.
Let me live. Let me get like 1,000 animals.
All the
please.
animals.
Yeah.
I love it.
But no, Flow is the best thing that has ever happened to me. So
I love that. Use this donut. So not even Midjourney. You've not used like even image gen?
no, I haven't used Midjourney. I've turned my dog into a person before.
With what?
Like chat.
Okay. All right.
That's the height of it.
Pleased with the result?
What? Was I happy with the result?
Yeah.
Yeah, looked very, very similar. Like she even had a ball. Yeah.
I love
But
that.
that's about the height of it. Or like I don't know. I've done stuff for the like fun of it, but I've never used it for like illustrations and stuff. Because like I don't really consider myself like having a style or anything as an illustrator. I think it's more about the process for me.
Mhm.
Which like that's why I never really considered myself as like a proper illustrator at times because all these illustrators out there have like really nice styles and like ways of doing things while I'm just like making my life really complicated. But at the same time I like it. So
Are you familiar with Brett from Design Joy, Brett Williams?
I think I've heard,
He's
but
got the big smiley face avatar on X.
uh-huh.
He's posted a few things where he has gone and created in Figma like jets and water guns and some other things.
Uh-huh.
Very, very akin to kind of what you're doing here.
Uh-huh.
Just curious if you ever saw that. Or who do you follow that does maybe is there anyone that you look to for inspiration, or are you just like
Like this is the thing. Like I've been asked like what video tools do you use to like screen record? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. I literally just use QuickTime and like I'm like an old granny using my computer. Like I'm just drawing. To be honest, I'm really selfish and don't really care.
yes?
But like I appreciate anybody who does like the same thing, like amazing. But like I always think that we shouldn't always just follow other designers all the time. Like the biggest inspiration I have in day-to-day life is like working with my team, like Pedro, he does all this like photography and stuff, and like
Mm.
it inspires my work. And then even like Bruno, he does like he's our video guy and our producer and all that there. And like even just chatting to them, yes, they're not designers, but like I just really like their mindset, and it kind of like I don't know, I just feel like if we always go to other designers, then it's like copy paste.
Yeah. The irony in what you just said makes me want to spotlight you more so more people follow that mentality, because I'm going to say this right now. This is largely not an AI episode in what is usually an AI heavy program. And I kind of like it today. I like seeing a completely fresh 180 of someone who's using QuickTime to make their recaps on these things, their lapses.
Mhm.
You're like getting inspiration from your donkeys. As
Yeah.
Devin said, Hunter and I are busy worrying about ROI with AI, and you're like, I turned my dog into a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ivan
Like
says
it's
we
probably
need
not.
Pedro.
Hmm?
Ivan says we need Pedro in release notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely do. He's
Pedro's
class.
got a vibe.
Um,
Dude, Tommy, I don't know what your donut looks like, but you're getting crushed right now.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, yeah,
oh.
I'm done.
Yours is ChatGPT.
I'm done. I could create a whole dozen right now. A baker's dozen I could create.
I feel like I still need to see like a hand-drawn one from you, Tommy.
From me?
Yeah.
I can draw one. Oh, you know what I didn't get out of the mail? Perplexity Supply sent me 3 notebooks. One of them I'm going to use for stickers. The other one, Inga, I promise you, I will get it today. I will hand draw a donut and I will send it to you. And you won't know what it is because it won't look like a donut, but it is a hand-drawn donut, I assure
Thank
you.
you. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a circle?
Are donuts usually circular though?
It's
You know?
artist representation, like, is the thing. Artisan, like you're the artist.
There you go. You know what, Inga? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's you and me versus Hunter here. You hear that, Hunter? So do you want to rephrase your question maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't hear anything. I'm busy vibe coding.
Oh, this better be good. I want to see some donuts crushing humans. I think
It's
is the game.
something. It's something.
Okay. All right. I like that.
This is like gonna take a long while, by the way.
No, don't even worry
I mean,
about
we're getting
like
there.
yeah. Well, I mean, I like where we're at, and then we'll put it on a print, and then maybe we'll just give it to I don't know, pick one of these people who's rowdy in chat here.
Mhm.
Who wants a printed donut from Inga? Break the mold,
You-
Tommy. Send her.
I do
a
personally.
square
I would
donut.
put it on. I would frame it and put it on my shelf.
No, I actually legitimately would like
It
do
would be an
this,
artifact.
and then I would have to get you to sign it though, because
Okay.
it would make it
Can
especially
you
cool.
autograph the donut?
Sorry, it's $1,000 per autograph. No.
Sold.
But
Inga's
yeah, we can make that
Sold.
work.
Inga's changed. She's let the donuts and the gradients go to her head.
Yeah, it's the ego. Like
We-
this is
we
what I was
caught it.
telling everyone. Like even after doing config, I'm like, I'm gonna turn into an asshole now. Like it's all going to my head.
Yeah, ever since she got that third goat, not goat. You know why I thought goat? Because when you were talking about your donkeys and you'd have like a bunch of them. Did you ever see Severance?
I actually haven't seen Severance.
Yeah, there's a room where there's a lot of animals, and it made me think
Lots
of that
of little
room.
baby goats.
There's a lot of baby goats.
In a good way or in a bad way?
In a weird way.
Weird
Okay.
way. Yeah.
In a weird
Bizarre.
way.
Bizarre.
Okay.
We promise
honest,
you
I
no
think
goats are harmed.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I was trying to force Raji to get me a goat fence at your party, Tommy. Didn't go well. Well, actually, we never said yes or no.
I am so happy, by the way, that I got to see you that night. That felt busy. It felt very busy.
It was hectic.
And
It was a great party.
it was good. You were bopping around, I think, that night, huh?
Yeah. Well, I had to be really good because
You had the next
I
day.
had my thing the next day. Otherwise, I would have been partying. But
Hunter, have you ever given a speech on stage in front of a big old conference of people?
I have indeed. Yes.
How'd
Yes,
that
I
go?
have. Pretty well.
You're pretty good at it? He
Uh,
gets up there
I-
and he's like, so I fired everybody and I'm using AI now and pay your people.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was my last talk. Yeah.
Inga, why did you agree to come hang out with us? We are an absolute unorganized, unhinged show, and then we
Only on
just made you
Tuesdays.
get into
Only on
Figma
Tuesdays.
and then just make donuts for us.
We're very
um,
organized on Fridays.
How do you feel? Do you feel like exploited?
yeah, severely. I'm actually like really stressed right now, and I'm like wondering when I can leave.
Is this actually kind of stressful right now?
No. I'm just scared I'm gonna zone out completely, and then like you're gonna be like, when is she going to go?
You're gonna
Like, when?
you're gonna emerge from this. Well, I will tell you this. And normally we have people drop in for like a call for 15 minutes, which
Yeah.
is fantastic. But for you, I was like, no, I want to hang out with Inga. Selfishly, because I only got like 5 or 10 minutes with you, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude, immediately an impression was left. I was like, we got to hang out
Really?
for at least, yeah, absolutely. And there were other people, by the way, who were talking about. I think it was Rob Hope, who's like, dude, I met Inga for a moment, energy electric. And I think that's a great way. Yeah.
It's insanity. That's it. Like it's just pure insanity.
Yeah. Brett's here. Oh, Brett. Of course you would. So the gentleman I was talking about,
Yeah.
who does some of this, Brett versus Inga build wars. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Brett,
Oh
we
my
know what
gosh.
happens when you call him out. We know what happens when you call him out.
I'm tired of Brett calling people out because.
Tell him. I was
like,
waiting. What are you gonna
I'm
say?
tired of it, man. Like Brett, what happened to Bolt? You know, now you're over here chasing Nick Pattison, but he wants nothing to do with it, man. You
Now he
know?
wants Inga.
I did. I'm going to interrupt this program. I made a game. I 3 prompted this, so I'm not saying it's
Okay.
great. I'm just saying it's 3 prompted. All right.
Donut eater. Is
I'm
that
going
a
to pull up
cookie? That's a cookie.
bolt.new here. Listen. This was 3 prompts. All right. But I made a little 3D game in bolt.new. I can press start game, and I got a little like temple run, like little people, and I can try and eat them. You know, I'd maybe do some further
He
prompting.
did that in the time it took you to frost your donut.
That is.
I actually did this in the last like 2 minutes, but
That's like.
oh, my road disappeared.
Uh-oh.
My road disappeared. I gotta fix that.
Well,
Oh, I need to fix my camera angle.
you could make that echo game. You could just prompt that into existence.
What echo game?
It was the.
That was the Echo game was the one that her original artwork that we saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Yeti.
Yeah.
Dude,
So,
I'm kind of addicted now. I got 42 points.
yeah,
Ah.
but I mean, you're
My road
floating.
disappeared.
I don't know. This is mostly negative on Steam, I think.
Listen. Let me get like 5 or 6 more prompts going. All right.
Are you a gamer, Inga?
I used to be, and now I have a farm. So, well, my tiny farm.
So were you like a Stardew Valley gamer, and then you actually?
Oh
went
yeah,
into
like
it?
I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I used to date a guy who worked for Microsoft. He was in Rare Studios, so like Sea of Thieves and stuff like that. And
yeah.
I used to get really into all that, but now I like donkeys. So
Sea of Thieves a little violent for the persona that you've kind of put on here. Just raiding other ships carelessly.
Yeah.
Inga.
Wow.
All right.
Sea of
Okay, well,
Thieves.
You just don't know what you're gonna get. Like it was the
we
thing.
all have
Like
a past. We all have a past.
yeah, that's it. Like everybody thought I was gonna be quite shy because I don't really use social media, and then when they saw me, like, oh, okay, you're loud. Did not expect.
Andy says Farmville IRL.
Oh my god.
Adrian says loot boxes. Yeah.
I like it.
This is pretty incredible. Inga,
I know
I'm
that-
not gonna
Inga, we've had you for 45 minutes. Don't let Tommy keep
shit,
talking to
okay,
you.
all right.
We said we only wanted 45 minutes of your time. We've taken that now.
Okay,
We've already
so I
seen the
leave.
masterful donut artwork that's
You
going on
make
here.
this look so easy.
I have no sense of time, by the way, so I'm like,
That's okay. We know you got. We listen. I don't need Thomas texting us and being like, "Yo, I got stuff for Inga to design." You know, this is cool though. I mean,
That's
listen,
so cool. Look
I'll
how
get it
like, so
finished.
it has
and
been
I'll-
45 minutes, everyone. And I
Tommy.
like zoom in on that.
Oh no,
That's
it's,
pretty
it's
Oh,
cool.
are we
nowhere near.
judging? We're judging.
No,
Let's judge.
no judgment. No.
Wh-
The glazed
donut, chat?
shine looks stellar, according to Devin Fountain.
Uh,
And he knows the thing
Devin-
about sugar. That's Devin Fountain drink to you people.
He knows the thing
okay?
about glazing. He likes the glaze.
He does like the glaze. Astrid Hampton says, looks delicious. Why do I
That's
feel
my
like that's a
sister.
relative? I was about to say.
Mm,
Inga
Yeah.
and Astrid. Does Astrid
I
have the
know.
farm?
I think there's a little gaming going on. I think you may have. I think you brought the crowd with you to.
Oh yeah, and I'm Irish after
Ah.
all. Like we bring our people.
We
Like,
got Mr.
Oh.
Perplexity in the chat.
Fee's
Inga
in
the
here
goat.
says Inga the goat. All right.
Fee,
Real
when are you
recognized
coming
real.
to show us how to actually make some Perplexity artwork? I think Tommy single-handedly is keeping the Perplexity supply shop alive. So
Dude, I'm telling you, Hunter, you need to get your you need to get on the perplexify me.
I
Get
got
in the
beef
guest
with
book.
Perplexity right now.
Ooh.
I got some renewed beef.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Well, before we talk about it, and I do want to talk about it, Inga,
Uh-huh.
thank you so much. We will allow you to have your freedom back because otherwise I could watch you do that all. It's actually like, you know what that is? Like, it's kind of just like ASMR
It's
design.
cathartic.
Yeah.
It is.
soothing.
It's like I could watch that and just be like it's actually
So
Bob
nice.
Ross. That's wonderful.
So nice.
And you're extremely talented. I know we've said that enough. Who's worth spotlighting? I know that there's someone out there that is worth calling out, and you're such a wonderful person as their designer or anyone on your team who's super sick that maybe people should not follow, right? We shouldn't follow their designers, but who's dope?
Just everyone.
Everyone? Okay.
Our whole team is honestly class. Like they're super authentic.
I
like,
guess that's fair. I shouldn't have said your breakcast, but I
Yeah.
didn't know if there was someone who's sick because we love the work you put out.
Mhm.
We appreciate you for being here and showing us everything. Thanks for like the whole take on
No
just a
worries.
very refreshing take for designers right now, especially with Hunter and I over here yapping about AI all day.
No, that's cool. No, it's nice to I don't know, vibe with people who aren't donkeys. I don't know.
No, we
Arguable.
totally are. We're totally asses. It's for sure. Yeah. Inga, thank
But
you
no,
for
it's been-
coming to hang out.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Thanks, guys.
We appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon, Inga.
Take care.
Bye.
Sweet.
Dude.
I
I feel good, man. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Now I feel kind of like I got like a jolt of clarity out of that. You don't like my donut?
No, your donut has no soul. It's soulless
What's cool?
AI donut.
Well, you know what? What's great about this is not my donut. Chat GPT made it. So like, yeah, fuck that donut. You know? Who made
Inga's
that?
donut
Not
was
me.
rad though. I'm excited. I know that she's gonna sit there for the next 2 hours and finish it. I can already.
I guarantee
feel
if I
it.
just stared at it long enough, like I'm gonna start seeing little trackpad movement on the donut.
Let me open
again.
the Figma file. She's still moving
I'm
around.
just- I've got
No,
it
she's
pulled
not.
up here.
Okay, she might though. She might. You never know.
That's funny.
That was
Perplexity, beef. Let's get to it.
awesome. Oh,
real
my
quick.
perplexity beef. Can I? Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you this, and maybe I'm just using perplexity incorrectly, and you can. This is a teaching moment. So, Fee,
Yeah.
maybe you can let us know. I have some pretty particular settings in my OpenAI stuff. So, ChatGPT, I got some stuff to where basically I say like, I always want the best project, the best products, like money's no object kind of thing. Like, let me see the best, and then I'll work my way down from there, right? Because I want to know if I'm asking like, what's the best thing. And you're going to do the research. I want you to go tell me the best thing, right? That's what I want. I do that to Perplexity, and it gives me the most bullshit responses. It'll send me like a fucking Walmart
error,
link,
man.
and I'm
It's a
like, nah,
user
dog.
error.
Nah. I don't want to have to
User-
spell it out every time. I don't want to do that. Can I
ChatGPT
set
just
personal
lied to you.
instructions to where I say, yo, Perplexity, I need to glow up on the quality of products that you're submitting to me? Can I?
I don't know. I haven't done that. You know, I've been pretty
So then
pleased.
how do you know it's
I've
user
been
error?
one-shotting my searches in Perplexity, and I've been quite pleased with them. And I'll tell you what, I find some pretty good deep cuts with Perplexity too, which is
I
important to
do.
me because
I find a lot
I
of
don't
cool
want
deep cuts
I
from
don't want all the
Perplexity, but I'm
mainstream
annoyed
stuff
with
sometimes.
the product stuff right now.
I have beef with Perplexity though. I do. So like I'll give it to you because I just want to call out, all right, little favoritism here. Soleo has the gold border. Where's my microtransaction? Why does he get the look at the special treatment? All right. I understand, okay. But what I'm saying is I want the gold border.
What
Where's
are
my
these?
gold border? What are these?
Yeah.
I showed you.
No,
You're
I
not
didn't pay any
familiar.
attention.
You're not familiar. Okay.
I saw your cat thing, but I don't know how that relates to Perplexity.
That was made with okay. All right, chat. We got him. Don't worry. I got him. Okay. Okay. I gotta find where they're here it is. Try it now with Perplexity Poster Lab. You can upload some stuff. Let's go find a picture of Hunter. We're gonna make one with you, Hunter. All right, I got you. I'm not gonna let you down.
I don't understand the chain of events here. Uh-oh.
You don't understand that we are uploading a photo
fanboy.
of you.
Hunter, man, the problem is between the chair and the screen. How dare you?
Yeah, yeah.
How
I've got to find this.
dare you?
I can't pull your image right there. But we are going to make this of you, Hunter, before this show ends today.
The show's going to end in 8 minutes. I just want to throw that out there.
Yep. And don't worry, we're not going to need 8 minutes. We are going to need precisely the time this is going to take.
You know, this is a good time for me to say, by the way, speaking of the new releasenoteslive.com and that fancy backend, can I show it to you real quick?
Yeah.
Because I would like to share this.
Yeah, what is the fancy backend? What are we back ending right now?
Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what it is. Okay. I'm going to go to release notes. Here it is. And I'm going to modify this. I'm going to add a little something, but I don't need you to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, when I go into the admin dashboard here, I can manage the episodes, manage the guests, manage the sponsors. This uses Supabase. Okay. So I could be like, hey, we just had Inga on. Here's some guest peoples. You know, I could just say guest name, little bio, Twitter, avatar, whatever I need, add them. And then when I'm adding the episode, I just add those details in here. And I just say like, hey, this is the sponsor for that episode. And this is the guest. You know what I'm saying? And I could add multiple guests. Here's the best thing about this. Thanks to sponsor Bolt. Did you know that this entire back end was connected to the front end of the site and Supabase in 4 prompts? This was 4 shots, sir. 4 shot.
Pretty nice.
With
pretty effective. I like that.
Pretty effective. There's Supabase integration.
That at all. I use
was clutch.
Use a little product called Notion. But if you want to, you know, a little MCP over to the 1, 2, 3, I'm down. You know, you're offended. I'm sorry.
How dare you try and talk about Notion in relation to the beautiful backend that was built with Bolt.new?
No. It's not what I said. But in the meantime, look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, but what is this?
This is Perplexity. This is a little tool they made, little funsy tool.
Okay.
Called Perplexify Me.
Oh.
And you can add yourself to the guest book. I'm not gonna add you yet, but everyone's been adding themselves to the guest book. You know, but truly for a second, kind of dope the way this captures some of the details it does. Like this is actually a well consistent style they brought in. And if you played with it and you uploaded like a couple different images, you would see it like kind of intelligently works around you and brings in those Perplexity brand elements in some pretty clever ways sometimes.
Okay. Sure. I like it. That's cool.
You know, again, no gold border. So
yeah, Soleo is definitely more important than you. They knew that.
Yeah,
so gold border.
I want a gold border, man. VS Code is going open source, or is creating an AI version. Did you see this?
I did.
it kind of feels like, oh, hey. It's like the plane's landing and you're clapping because the fuck were you guys? Where have you been? How do you feel about it?
GitHub Copilot?
Yeah.
That's where they've been?
Right. But I'm specifically, I mean, so
What do you
why
mean?
now?
They already had it.
Why-
built VS Code, and
So,
then
but-
they own GitHub. They built
Sure.
GitHub Copilot.
I told you
They've
this
been here.
story 2 weeks ago. So what I'm saying is, why now is VS Code leaning into the AI side? I'm just curious. It's just interesting to me. Is every tool we're going to use have an AI coding component to it? Is Notion? Am I going to be able to code with Notion soon?
I mean, they
bet I
added
will.
deep
I
research to
bet I'm
Notion.
going to fucking be able to code with Notion soon.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Last 4 minutes of the show, we got to talk about something real quick.
Yep.
We got to talk about something real quick. If you people, and I do mean you people, don't think that I don't see your shit in Discord, I've been silent. I've been lurking. I've been policing. But now you're trying to make direct call outs? Well. I'm watching, okay? Given these stupid issues that we have been having, Tommy, it's time for us to invest in OBS. What do you say?
I've said yes for 2 weeks now. I'm the only one with the good setup, so I'm just waiting on you. We're all waiting on
I have a great
you.
setup. I'm just getting fucking cucked by Restream.
The only thing I care about right now is sussing you out of that Discord. So chat, we are on a mission to find Hunter, and I may put a cash reward up for this. Yeah, we need somewhere to talk shit about you in peace.
Makes you think that I care.
Yeah, I think he cares. I think he cares, chat. If we say he cares, then that's all that matters.
I don't care.
This Friday, some guests coming. I'm excited about. We're not going to tell you guys yet because, well, frankly, they're not confirmed. But the ones that are potentially confirmed are going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. A lot of fun things coming
thinks
up.
that I'm Heine. Not me.
Are you reading it right now?
I'm
Get
in
my Discord.
You
By
think
the
I
way,
didn't plan this? You think my plans are measured in centuries? All right.
I appreciate that joining my secret Discord was part of your century-long plan, Hunter. That's the most nice thing you've ever said to me.
You know, I am a man of plans.
You are. Yeah, you carry a little pocket knife around like a little Intel guy. I know. Yeah. I see.
Carry a pocket knife around like an Intel guy?
You carry a little knife in your boot, don't you? You know, one of those little
what do you like?
in the boot.
Intel? Like Intel Corporation?
No, like Intel, like, you know, like, guys, oh, we got some stuff. Got to carry a little knife. Got to always have my everyday carry knife.
What the fuck does that have to do with Intel?
Intel, not the company. Intelligence people. People.
But what does that have to do with intelligence people? I don't understand.
What, carrying a pocket knife?
Yeah. How are you associating intelligence people? Are you saying it's intelligent to carry a pocket knife because you never know when you're going to need it?
No. What I'm saying is you're sleuthing in my Discord like a little Intel guy. And my experience with Intel people is they really like their hidden knives, man. I'm telling you, little everyday carry knives. Where'd you pull it from?
From my
front pocket. Yeah, just pocket. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's okay.
I got other things.
Yeah.
I'm a man of EDC enjoyment. Yes, I do.
Well, chat, we're gonna go. Today has been a pretty casual stream, as our Tuesdays are, and we are excited to see you guys on Friday. Should have the site ready to rock, as well as some good announcements around UX tools. Those of you who saw the UX tools releases early, man, we're already cooking on the iterations. I'm excited to announce it. So, Hunter, as always, I hate hosting with you. I look forward to seeing you on Friday.
I hate hosting with you more. I'm going to find a richer co-host. That's what I'm going to do.
Us poor co-hosts. Yeah.
Guys, thanks for hanging out on our Tuesday.